What's up everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making arm guards. Oh look, there it is. Well, let's see. Put it right here. This is actually design one, and I mean it could work, yes. I think we're going to have to take some rubber bands and strap it around the outside, but if you see here, you can see that this has a gap here or a gap on the top, whichever one, which I think we're going to have to make this kind of like at an angle. I really need a light over there. You're going to have to make it at an angle, and then it will fit my arm better, because otherwise we won't have those gaps. So let's go put in take 2. Alright, this is take 2. We took off the edges. We took off these edges because so then we can have one on each side, and then I can protect from both sides. But then the problem with this one is I think so far it's completely a square. So like it's just cut the thing in half, and then we have 2 sides. So it kind of, if my arm isn't quite the same shape, it'll just kind of pinch it or it won't fit. And then the other thing is that the rubber bands don't have a spot to go. I mean, they can just slide on and off for like to keep it on. And then the third problem is with this, I think, is that it's very thick. If you look at that, this is about, get my tape measure right, the handy dandy tape measure. Put it beside the 2. It's upside down for you, but yeah, there's the 2. It's about how thick it is, and on your arm, it's very thick. So I don't know if this is going to work, so we're going to have to go to our next design. Alright, this is our next design, and as you can see, I haven't quite fixed that 90-degree yet, but I think we're getting there. But they have like, these edges are very pokey, and they look like stab my sweatshirt as they go through. So right here, I have put some Sharpie mark on it. I think the next design we're just going to round it off and make it look nice, and then we're going to round off these edges down here and probably try to make it thinner, but maybe not this next design. So yeah. Alright, this next design we put we kind of beveled the edges here just a little bit and beveled the top right here. I think we made it a little bit thinner, and we made it so it's, I mean, it's hard to tell, but we rounded it off more, like if you put them side by side. I don't know how to show this, but we backed it up just a tad so that it fits on your arm easier. And there's that. So I think the next design I'm gonna make it significantly thinner, and then yeah, maybe even cut it a little bit shorter this way. Alright guys, we have our next design. I might have broke it because I wanted to see how strong it was from testing, but as you can see, this is the design before, this is the design now. It is significantly thinner, and then also the rubber band spots are just a tad bit smaller. But the problem with this is it was so thin when I took my stick to it. When I took my stick to it, I went and it broke, which is kind of disappointing. And so I just quickly made the next design just to show you guys right here. It's a little bit thicker than this one, but it's not quite as big as this one or thick, which makes it more comfortable under the sweatshirt, because if it's uncomfortable, why would you ever wear it? So, I have done some testing with this. It does not break when you smack it, and yes, I did smack it much harder than that. But it's nice curved. I beveled all the edges so it does not have to cut anything. Smooth, and time to test it. Alright guys, we have our final design. As you can see here, we have rubber banded it up. It's on our, I think it's just called our forearm. And we're going to come over here, and we're going to probably just try to hit it with some sticks, do whatever. And then it does go underneath the sweatshirt. It is very, as you can see, it's kind of like, it's very smooth with your arm. It's not that much of a bump. So it does fit underneath the sweatshirt very well, which is really nice. So as you can see, we are still good. The reason it does not hurt as much is the stick's about an inch thick, and when the inch is hitting your arm, it hurts significantly more than when it hits this, because when it hits this, it spreads out the surface area where it hits over to your whole arm. So like the punch that where the stick is hitting is across your whole arm instead of just this. So I lost my train of thought. And one nice thing that would help is that when you're punching it like this, it's kind of like a slap, and it kind of like somebody smacking your arm, which does not always feel good, but it's kind of like a smack. So another thing you could do is you could put a piece of cloth underneath this, and then it won't hurt as much. But as far as I can tell, this design is it's great. If somebody tried to like swing a baseball bat at you, it will not survive the first hit, but then you can either go like this, or the other option is just leave as well. So it will not if somebody whack with really hard with the baseball, it will break. It will not hurt as much, and it might keep your arms from being broken. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed.